This is kind of a cool style, like a film reel being loaded. Yep, I'm guessing you guys didn't expect to see this one from me. Hello everyone, and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's, Secret of the Mimic. And this is not a franchise I would normally touch. I mean, I've expressed before my extreme dislike of the Bop It-style gameplay mechanics of Five Nights at Freddy's. The fact that the story is, within the game itself, pretty sparse, but the lore is this sprawling web that's gotten more and more complicated and crazy over time. And normally the only time I would interact with this is if it's in the form of like a Gary's Mod map or some kind of external material. But you guys have been telling me that not only is this a massive change in terms of gameplay, but that it's also pretty self-contained. Not that it doesn't connect to the Five Nights at Freddy's series at all, but that it doesn't really require an extensive knowledge of that lore. Five Nights at Freddy's has developed a reputation as a franchise for children, because that's the audience that's latched onto it, but that's very much in spite of the tone and the intention of the original games. Those games were true horror games. They were dark, they were often genuinely scary, and the backstory was nothing short of vicious. And over time, they've kind of trended more towards that children audience. I mean, a couple of years back, there was a game that changed up the gameplay, and that was Security Breach. And that almost was a children's horror game, which is kind of an interesting idea in its own right, but definitely not for me, at least for now. But you guys have been telling me that this one is actually kind of a reinvention of what this could be. So I am really curious. Well, let's clock in. Okay, this screen. Set the brightness so that I can see what? Is there anything hiding back there? Not that I can see. Let's put you about here. That'll potentially prevent me from having to do some post-editing work. And here's the true menu. This has the potential to do something cooler. For once, we're playing a horror game where that house up on the hill is not our destination. Oh, what the heck? Ah, that's annoying. FPS cap 60? It doesn't matter so much for the purpose of recording, because I'm recording at 60. But that's kind of slow for these days. It actually has its own jump scare sliders. That is hilarious, but look at that. We can actually change the size of the subtitles. That's a feature I like. I wish every game had something like that, especially when dealing with scaling. But enough horsing around. Let's start our shift.
Arnold, hey buddy. This is Dispatch with Fazbear Entertainment. How are you feeling?
Well, since you asked, I just finished a 36-hour shift, and I'm struggling to stay awake. Frankly, I tried to tell my manager that I can't work like this anymore.
Awesome to hear. Well, listen, we need you to take one more shift for us, since you're our closest technician in the area.
Wait, what? I can barely keep my eyes open.
I know, the grind is exhilarating, isn't it? And we're so happy to have you on the Fazbear team. You can't fool me, though. You're just trying to snag one of those $25 gift certificates at the end of the year for outstanding performance.
What? No, I'm doing it because you guys keep threatening to dock my pay and repo my truck.
I love that enthusiasm. So anyway, this will be a piece of cake. We had this contractor named Edwin Murray. He was developing some tech for us, but he's gone quiet. As per his contract, everything he's been working on for us is now legally ours, so we're sending you in to get it. Our motion sensors indicate that someone is still inside the building, moving around, although the signal's a bit erratic, but we don't expect any kind of confrontation. We'll follow up with more instructions soon. For now, just follow these directions and find your way into that building.
I hate you.
Amazing. Thanks for being a part of the Fazbear team. Dispatch out.
What, so now we're a security guard? And abrupt cut off of the music. Oh wow, the numbers, what do they mean?
I just pulled up.
Good job.
Doesn't look like anyone's here.
I'm sure you're right. Those motion sensors never tell the truth.
Okay, well, how am I supposed to get in?
To access the building, you've been provided with a data diver tool.
Look at
around you.
that.
Kinda looks like a walkie-talkie with two prongs sticking out of the top. It should be in the van. Richie slipped it in your toolbox during the last job, just in case.
Slipped it in, huh? As in, finding this was on a need-to-know basis? It seems like Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is a much bigger operation
Check your toolbox.
than just operating a couple of small restaurants at a time. This is a whole thing. And I wonder, granted, I don't know that much about the lore, but I wonder where this takes place in the overall timeline. That house overlooking the hill seems like more than just a background feature. Alright, well, it seems like we've gone the aperture science route in this company.
Good job. Well done. That data diver is your master key to the MCM facility. Do not lose it. Now get in there and retrieve our property. Over and out.
Untold horrors within, but got a job to do. Oh, wait. We have to click and drag. That's pretty tactile. That could be scary during a chase. So here we are. Murray's Costume Manor. I'm not gonna lie, I came in here thinking, yeah, I'm gonna give this a chance, and it's impressing me so far. These environments are so cool looking. There's a lot of mystery in the story. And I like how it's setting us up as being not somebody who has just taken the job and is a hapless employee. We have been awake for 36 hours, working this job for a while. So we're sleep deprived, and it's a reason for us to not believe our own eyes and ears for a little bit. We can use this thing on your over-engineered mailbox. Can we commit a federal offense? Ah, so that's how it works. No mail. That kind of suggests that maybe we'll be back here, but look. That's not an adjacent building. This place is huge. Well, look, getting to explore an abandoned place as part of work is the chance of a lifetime. We might as well explore while we've got the chance, right? Nothing over here. So, yeah, your driveway connects directly onto this property. You're not just off the street. You are definitely a big shot. Pardon our mess. Hey, I've never seen you before. Murray's Marvelous Cleanovac. Oh, great. Another group of robots to be on the fritz. I wonder if something's gonna happen with this wall at some point in the future. Now, they've bricked off windows or doors at street level. You hear that? There's also a torn open fence back there. Let's try this front door.
The MCM facility is temporarily closed. For all deliveries and work inquiries, the client and deliveries entrance is located around the side of the building.
Well, one would think that would be the garage door over here, but I didn't see any way to interface with it. I could maybe have interacted with that lock. I'm into this. I'm into this already. This is a really cool setup. And it's sort of reminding me, actually, of the beginning of Outlast. Yep. Oh, I keep using the A key to move when I have to use the mouse. So this is where they keep all their playground equipment. I mean, it's cool to have this take place at a location that's not the restaurants, because part of the problem of the longevity of this franchise has been that they have to keep coming up with excuses why this keeps happening, why there's always some new site, why there's always another pizza restaurant that gets another chance. This kind of gives a chance to delve into the logistics of it all, which makes sense. Sorry, I'm just looking all over. Control to crouch. I don't know, maybe I'm just giddy to finally be able to get into this franchise that I've always kind of felt like I was sort of missing out on by not liking it. And now that it's a proper, like, first-person horror game, I can see the potential that I always thought it had. And by divorcing itself from the complexities that it's established, maybe it can be a fresh start as well.
Welcome, potential buyers, to Edwin Murray's Costume Manor, the leading powerhouse in costume entertainment and carnival game technologies. Woo! Come in and see what Murray's can do for your carnival, amusement park, midway, or fun fair. This client tour will show you just what I'm capable of. Get ready to be amazed. Don't forget, every one of my creations are available for purchase or lease.
You have every new guest step into the spotlight? I can't look into the dark without thinking about the fact that something has been moving around in here, but why now?
The show's just begun. There's so much to be done. You want to be here to stay. It's a one-of-a-kind fantasy workshop where you'll quite simply be amazed.
Identifying dive! Hit it, Mr. Octopus!
This is absolutely nuts. That was incredible. It's not Freddy Fazbear's, it's, the contractor that supplies them. And so it gives them the opportunity to spread their legs and wings creatively. They can have all these different characters and reinvent it in terms of the animation. this looked like high-end animatronics in their movement, and the way this presented, you actually kind of get drawn into the whimsy. And then it abruptly reminds you that you're playing a horror game. That it's like watching a computer blue screen while you're watching a video. It's just a sudden snap back to reality. You gonna let me through, or... No, I probably need to get up there, right? There's an openable door on that side. Oh, we're gonna have to peek backstage. Let's drag you back. Well, good thing we're a technician and not a hapless urban explorer. See, this is doing the thing that I love. And it's something that I think all mascot horror could stand to learn from. These creations, they don't look like something that would terrify children. They look like something that very much was made to entertain, and simple circumstances have made them creepy to us. It actually, Nothing? Well, we don't have access to that. I see. Basic security, repair, creator, admin, executive. So we're going to be unlocking these things over time, are we? We'll need different clearances. Look at all these spaces staring at us from the shadows. When they're moving around and dancing, you can sort of take them at face value, even as an adult, but when it's just a bunch of dead eyes standing, staring, unmoving, it's a whole different story. Wow, this place is huge. Retail showroom. Hey, look, we can hide in lockers. Not only that, we can hide in lockers here, early on. Why is that? Let's start the generator.
Just follow the soothing sound of my voice.
Hello? Even more space out there. Wait, can I...
Hey, you made it. I knew you would. No one doubted you for a second, and those who did are now out $20. Not that anyone here at Fazbear Entertainment was wagering if you would survive or not.
Survive?
I mean, how immoral would that be? But seriously, great job. Now that you're there, and it would be very difficult for you to turn back, I should probably level with you a little.
Yeah, you probably should.
We're still detecting movement in the building that you're in, and we have a little bit of an idea as to what it might be. Old Murray made some neat stuff over the years, and unfortunately, it seems that one of his most creative inventions may have encountered some homicidal glitches in its programming. Now, these things happen, and I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but you should probably worry about it. He was working on an endoskeleton that can adapt to any costume or character, large or small, with the ability to take on the persona of the character it occupies. With the addition of the aforementioned homicidal tendencies, of course. We'll be working on some ideas on how to neutralize this rogue endoskeleton, but in the meantime, just try to be quiet, careful, and focused on the task at hand. Always being mindful of the fact that this entity Could potentially be inside any costume or character that you see. All right, take a deep breath and get back in there. Finish the job, and that $25 gift certificate is as good as yours. Right now, you should focus on finding a way to turn the power back on. It looks like you don't have a security level high enough to leave this office, or enter the power room for that matter. Use that data diver upgrade machine. It should give you clearance to open the door. It's very important that you update the data diver whenever you find an access station. This is not optional. Now go find that power room. Over and out.
So you're telling me more than phone guy, and yet you're still telling me substantially less than I should have known going in here. That's a really cool concept, though. You've taken the endoskeletons, the personalities within the suits of Five Nights at Freddy's, and you basically turned it into the thing. We are in a place full of suits, literally saturating the walls and floors with them. And it could be any of them at any time, and it'll take on their persona? In a way, it's like this new character is all of them and none of them at the same time. Okay, upgrade. Recover the Fazbear property, find the elevator to the manager's office, reset the power. Oh, it's a whole usable terminal. Okay, run moon.exe. It's a text adventure. Okay, open dresser. Your socks are nicely folded. Okay, we're not gonna do this right now. We're not gonna do this right this second. But first we need to get an upgrade station working. Upgrade with the security permission. Okay, editing permission. Okay, now we move to high track, right? Oh, I see. It's a snake. You're doing us a snake. Yeah. You're gonna move on your own, and then we just decide when to do it. So, when you're done, and we'll move you to the high track. Move you to the high track. There we go. So it seems like the difficulty here is in when we're actually able to move you. Oh, that's done. They really dropped us in a big hurry. I mean, granted, that's more build-up than we'd normally get. Sitting here with a window to our front and security cameras on our right. Kind of makes it feel like maybe we don't have the worst job that's ever been done here. Now, let's look at logs first. Power. Gary, I finally found the missing pieces of this stupid power device. Just gotta head over there and turn the power on. I'll check in soon. Mail, August 3rd. Hello, here's your mail for today. Your mailbox is full. Last mail received 5 weeks ago. For closure notice, please respond immediately. Now, I wonder if some of the negative press from Fazbear's Pizza may have blown back on the supplier. You can also look at the maps. So, we are here. Well, at least we're somewhat secure while we're in here. And now we're not. Remember, it could be any one of them. That crate is very conspicuously open. That looks like it takes some kind of other device. This game really does a good job of hyping up the paranoia. I do think maybe it was a little bit abrupt. Oh, this is a trap. This is such a trap. We got a hat, which we can now put on the ground. Can we put this on somebody else? Is there anybody small enough to put it on? It got caught in your lasso. Oh god, one of you has a lasso. Be surprised if that doesn't come into play in some form. Sorry, as a horror protagonist, I'm just taking this moment of at least brief respite to try and figure out what I'll need to know. I sort of think that maybe it was a little bit abrupt in the explanation that it gave us. Like, maybe I would have liked to learn that a little bit more over time, but we are just at the beginning of the story, and we don't know how it should be paced out. Where am I going? Back down the hallway of potential death. There's that power room. And this time we're good. Oh my god. Look at you. We've seen your model before, but this one is in a bit more of a state. It's all rotted. Maybe an earlier version? Either way, what's it doing in here? There's a first aid box. Wow, some real advanced power infrastructure for a place like this. Don't think I don't notice that the camera view whipped around to stare at you. Oh, it's gonna be a pipe minigame. Okay. So like that. Where are we trying to lead you? Back to the end here. So perhaps we can go like that. And like that. Just make sure these things connect. And like that. Oh wait, this is rising. Hang on, wait. What if we set you up the other way? Like if you go like that, and like that, and like that, and then maybe like that? Do I still have to... Oh, we can... Yep. That should then work, right?
Check. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Great news. Power has been restored to this wing of the building. Overhead paging works. Come on back to the security office for further instructions. Oh, and try to be careful along the way. We are seeing some strange readings in the area. You haven't seen anything unusual yet, have you?
Define unusual.
Great. Head back to the security office, and I'll give you more instructions on what exactly we need you to retrieve for us.
Well, whatever's here definitely knows we're here now. This'll be our third time walking down this corridor of horrors. This time the lights are on, so that must mean it's better, right? It's subtitling dispatch all the way back there. We can run a bit. Look at that, we can pick up little things like this. Ooh. Can we perhaps use you as a distraction? Well, you'll just sort of malfunction on the ground. But yeah, I bet that's what we do. Alright, so there's mechanics to this.
That was quick. So, let's talk about what you're there to find. Obviously, this possibly murderous endoskeleton has encountered some unfortunate glitches, but that doesn't mean the idea isn't sound or valuable. We think that endoskeleton has a lot of potential, and that's why we want you to retrieve Murray's original schematic for it. And after you find that schematic for us, we can certainly try to maybe find a way to probably save your life from it. If that's not incentive enough to find the schematic, then I don't know what is. Get that schematic, and with some luck, you can deactivate that endoskeleton. And collect it for us as well. I can just smell that $25 gift certificate, can't you? You need to reach Murray's executive suite. That's where the schematic most likely is. Your data diver doesn't have executive permission yet, so you can't get anywhere near it. Not a problem. We just need to find stations to upgrade your data diver until you can gain access. They're all over the facility. In fact, there's a station up in the warehouse manager's office. You should head there next. But before you go, take a hand crank for the security fence. Looks like you can get one from the inventory tube system. That's the big machine in the security office. Should be active now.
You guys aren't even trying to hide your evil. Really on the nose about how expendable we are. But also, you're trying to harness a haunted suit. Or rather, a haunted endoskeleton. You really are like Weyland-Yutani, and I guess it makes sense then that your computers seem to take after them. Tools, collectibles. Oh, maybe we can bring the hat here? But we gotta grab that crank. Yes, there's one stored in this entire warehouse.
Now, what are you waiting for? Keep on trucking.
Uh-huh.
Over and out.
So what we're actually holding in a given moment is contextual. Maybe we can come back here and get that hat back? No, it won't let us pick anything up while we're... I see, we can drop anything with right click. Okay, so let's see if we can store this thing then. Ooh, can we also maybe store usable items for later? Running this now will be a good idea. Nope. We seemingly can't do anything with the Roxy hat. Okay, what did I do with that crank? There we go. Hey, so seeing you all in the light is somehow even worse. Oh gee, I hope we don't ever have to do this during a tense and exciting moment. That little slow turn! Okay, well, hang on. Around here, I know there's lockers. Get in. I can move around a little bit. I can peek just a little. But right now, I can hear you on my right. I think you're in the way still. There you are. Oh, you saw me. You're heading to where I was last seen, which means I have gone the wrong way and now I'm stuck here. Let's just do the worst thing we can do in this moment. I should have gotten the locker. I didn't see it at first. Later, Taterino. You don't seem to have heard me running. Alright, quickly. Oh my god, can you go any slower? Thank you. I really hope that thing doesn't have security clearance. I can hear its endoskeleton squeaking and groaning as it goes. Do we have any mail? No, no mail. Well, we've got you now. That's nice. Ooh. Back offices. But of course we don't have the clearance to get in here yet. And this area is not as closed down as I would like. It's actually a big hub. That is a comically oversized keypad, and I wonder if the notes written on the whiteboard are not room numbers, but in fact parts of this combination. Still plenty of shadows around here. Of course, the phone is out of order. And this door was hastily barricaded, the panel smashed. Why is that? We don't even have access to the food court. Are you kidding me? Can we do anything with you? Look at you, you're holding a little pair of scissors. That goofy grin is dangerous. That mannequin has a speaker in it. Is that how you test your inventory, so that they can scream in pain when they're in distress? The workshop. There's a lot of good stuff here, but we're gonna need to activate it first. Can we... Oh, we have to left-click it instead of just throwing you in. Okay, well, rip hat. Get on out of here. So can we read about these things then? Sharpay plushie. And we can bring it out at any time. Although I don't see why we would need to. It also doesn't really seem to offer any other description. No shaking of elevator. May cause elevator to stop. You will be held responsible for all damages. It even has a certificate from the Society of Elevators. This thing's grindier than the Mimic. Great. A destroyed wall and a whole room full of things with the means to do it. We'll need another crank to open this gate. We do have access to this. I gotta give this game credit, it does fully utilize its periods of silence. Ooh, we can learn who this new character is. Hedgehog mask. Just hedgehog? Nothing special about you? Okay. We can get another crank, but there's none stored. So I guess we'll have to find another. We only get the one freebie. Unless I was supposed to put back that other one. Anyway, there's another terminal right here. I think we're gonna mess a little more with Moon EXE this time. Let's look at the logs. Group chat 1. Hey everyone, these mailboxes are everywhere. If you see anything strange, we can keep the group informed. Pete. Great idea, Pete. Mr. Murray hasn't used these mailboxes for so long, it should be safe. I'd love to have some place for all of us to talk in private. I feel like the boss man is listening all the time. Penny. Just because he hasn't used it in a long time doesn't mean this is safe or secure. But you're all working under him. It seems like this place has a very similar management style to Fazbear Entertainment. Power. Yeah, no. Okay, so you know what? I think I see what's happening now. I think we are probably extracting the mail from these mailboxes, but we can't read them until we bring them back here. Now let's play some video games. Alright, open dresser. Your socks are nicely folded. Open window. The window is locked. Go to bed. You don't want to go to bed. Never again. That's strange. 2 out of 25, so is that the total examines in this game? Let's examine desk. There's a letter on the desk. Dear Moon, can you bring back the sun? This feels eerily similar to Five Nights at Freddy's 4. You can turn on the fan. You turn on the fan. Ah, nice. Open closet. You slowly open the closet. A hedgehog Halloween mask. This can fool anybody. The hands are just for flair. You take the mask. Alright, but what does that 2 out of 25 mean? Examine toy box. You find a Sharpay plushie inside. You can take the plushie. You take the plushie and find a small key inside. Okay, let's take it. I think I see. That is so cool. Wait, we put... If I'm correct about this, we put the collectibles into the inventory system, and then we can use them in-game? That is nuts. Okay, let's try opening the window. You unlock the window with a small key. Brr, it's cold outside. You can climb out the window and put on the hedgehog mask. What happens if we climb out? Wearing the hedgehog mask, you climb out the window. Outside your house, there's a scary tree and a path running east and west. This feels really eerie. The game within the game actually is kinda creepy. Like, it feels like there's definitely something wrong with it, something more than its programming. I think I have to go back for that thing. I mean, call it a distraction. I think I have to go back for that hat, if I can. So, here we are. Uh-huh. I need this crank. Ah, that's what I thought. Oh, I'm gonna be so unhappy once you start moving around. I mean, autonomously. There's another box up there. Do we need it? Even the cutouts are staring at me. Look at those eyes. There's a secret in there. Oh, we can get through here now. We will be back there. It's got all those open doors. Let's play Fredbear's Family Diner. So there are references to the earliest stages of this project. Would you be a different take on Springtime Bonnie? Sharpay Salon. Can have a look down here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. The glass really like screws with our view of down there. Probably because that's like a 2D asset, but still. It does give a nice sense of like continuous space. We can see one area from another. Okay, well, we can get our activation key from right here. Prepare permission. I wonder if it'll be the same minigame or something different. Same minigame, but it's a little tougher now. I see, so we can move anytime we're in between. Okay, so we've got to strategize this. It's actually best to get you so that we can do one at a time. There we go. Oh, right, you'll just fail it. We can't take all the time we need. Okay, that's a bit more annoying. But we can't, wait, no, we can move down while we're in the middle. Okay, so high track. We're gonna fail it again, but then we can always just go to that. Okay. So we just have to get them all on one run. It's kind of like the hacking minigame from Crime Scene Cleaner. Low track. Okay, but we can go high track, and then we just need to go low, and then high. Good stuff. We're making progress already. Now hopefully we can find some stairs and go back for that thing. The thing at the end of the hall is destroyed. Now, what about at the end of this hall? That sounds like it's malfunctioning, but the mimic takes on their character, remember? Oh hey, it's the bus driver from Nazi Zombies. Hi! Oh my god.
I will make it snap, snap, snappy. Ready? Execute.
I did not like the way you looked at me when I walked in. We can probably find some way to make use of you. Hey, so it's very notable that I cannot leave this corner now. Oh my god. Does this do anything more? No? Door closed, thank... now would be a good time for me to get out of here. Yeah, let's have fun. You can have fun back here. Oh my god. Oh my god, nope. Nope. You gave your life for me. I'm glad for that. That was every bit as terrifying as it should be. I like how the animations in this are top-notch, and so everything moves the way you expect it to, and it uses that for horror rather than entertainment. I suppose that is entertainment. Like, everything about that was so connected. There was, like, stuff flying around the room. Your limbs were going everywhere. I felt like I had to duck in real life. The way you, like, drag yourself inward. Even being split off at the middle only makes you stronger because now you're more mobile. And now you can do stuff like that. I also like how you've got that distorted voice. Yeah, I heard you the first time. Oh my God. I'm just looking at this and I can't help but think about how this is your element. See, unlike what I've seen of Security Breach, I'm definitely getting the impression that, like, a kid could still play this. Like, it's simple to understand, everything's very on the nose, but it's leaning far more into the horror aspects. Out of order. You don't say. All these bars inside the wall. It's almost like it was built to keep these things from moving around in the walls. You can stay right there. Okay, it's a chase, it's a chase, it's a chase, it's a linear corridor chase. You're not there. Oh my God. Left shift to run! Yes! Yes, 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 I recognize that. Oh my God. Look at that, you're reaching out past me. Oh my. We can't jump, we can't jump, we can't jump. Go. This whole thing is shaking itself apart. No, 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 no. Up. I would absolutely love to have an Outlast-style Q&E to look over my shoulder right now, but would I really want to? Seeing your hands doesn't actually tell me how close you are. Go, 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 go. Oh my God, you're right on top of me. Right here. Open. Oh, there's a lever right here. No, oh, come on. Open. I don't care if you want to slice the cake. Go, 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 go. I hate how all of this is designed to make me have to move just a little bit out of the way. Vents, regular vents. Thank you for closing behind me. But it ain't over yet, is it? No, no, it's not. Up, go. No, come on. Hey! What was I supposed to do there? That was not enough time. There must have been a locker or something. Wait, there's a lever right here. Okay, go. Oh, that did not really enough. That's only gonna be for a second, isn't it? Okay, go, 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 go. Through here. Oh my God. The ground was moving and shifting me around. Gee, things sure are quiet. Ollie Ollie Oxenfree played party games with Jackie in the box.
Arnold, pick up. Over.
How did she not end up in here with me? We made her worse. We cracked her face. We freed her from her tether. Hey, it's been 1 hour. What do you want? Hey, we're back in here.
Awesome. Glad to see you made it here without any complications whatsoever. So we did some digging to learn more about that bothersome endoskeleton that keeps relentlessly pursuing you.
Oh yeah, that?
From what we can tell, it was designed to keep Murray's son entertained while Murray worked. It would mimic the actions of those around it. At some point, the endoskeleton was exposed to some sort of violence, the details of which are a little fuzzy. This mimic endoskeleton then copied that violent behavior. We came up with some great ideas on how to protect yourself. Unfortunately, we came up with those ideas before the last technicians were sent in, and they ended up with less than positive results. So it seems that maybe distraction and avoidance are your best tools, as a direct confrontation will likely result in the loss of some limbs. The previous technicians considered it an honor to lose limbs in the service of their company, and I'm sure they would tell you that themselves if they hadn't died from blood loss. We expect you'll succeed where they failed. 1 out of 3 Fazbear employees has confidence in you, so go get 'em, Tiger. I found the location of another upgrade station in the showrooms. You can get there if you head back through the welcome show. That's the room where you entered the building. Check the monitor. I'm sending you a camera feed. Go there. Over and out.
Great. Well, at least we have another opportunity to grab that hat, which is the only thing I care about right now, is my unlockables for video games. The good news is that there's only one mimic, so it shouldn't still be patrolling around here. I can't hear anything. That was great. That chase was awesomely scary. And it did the exact right thing for something like that, where it always feels like it's right on your heels, but for the most part, what you're supposed to do is clearly marked. Except for right at the end there, when the switch that closes that thing was, like, it literally just blended in with the wall, pretty much. Part of that is because this is a detailed game. Like, you look around, and there are unique assets everywhere. This isn't a cheap cash-in. This is a reinvention of Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, actually, it's hardly tied to Fazbear at all. Okay, I just heard a loud thud. That doesn't sound good. Where did I end up leaving that hat? Was it still on the floor in here, actually? Well, if it was, it's gone now. Oh, never mind. It's right back here if we don't take it. Okay, so that's cool. Thank you. And there's 2 distinct slots. The tool is always on our left hand, and whatever we're carrying is always in our right. Okay, in you go. And now we can read about you. Deadeye Roxy Rodeo hat. Oh no, hey, you're totally still out here. Let's use this opportunity to slip on by you. Oh no, you totally know. You totally know. You totally know. Oh my god. Basic access to your thing.
Good job. You can reach the lobby from here. The lobby doors have been locked by some Showtime run errors, whatever that means. Look for a control station. You should be able to get those doors to open by restarting the Welcome Show program.
So, the Mimic can enter anything, any one of these guys, and we're just gonna be stuck dealing with it. My money's on the Gator. Looks like something that could get up and walk around, while the rest are more in the fixed animatronic category, but then again, so was Jackie. Alright, well, we already saw this panel up here on the upper level earlier. Anything else for us to see while we're at it? Okay, so this stuff is probably gonna open up in a hurry, I would guess. Hey, look. Dirty boot prints on the floor. Ensure there are no guests near the show animatronics before starting the show. Days since last accident. 3. Wow, have I been here that long? Alright. Welcome show update. Update the system. We need to update the swing bee. He's shorting out every third show. Can we also get Mrs. Helpful in here? Mrs. Helpful.
Defying dive! Hit it, Mr. Octopus!
You said every third show, so we may have to run this more than once to get the bee to die.
A new world awaits. Now it's time to explore. Step right up. Don't be scared. It's time to open the door.
Hey, it actually worked this time.
And that was my patented Demotronic welcome show. Amazing, if I do say so myself. Please continue to the lobby and take a seat. One of our sales reps will be along shortly. Don't forget that everything you've seen and will see is available for purchase or lease.
Hey, there's a little bit of the Five Nights jingle in there. Or rather, the Fazbear jingle. Hey, so that very suddenly stopped. The Investors Lounge is full of the animatronics. Sorry, it's just with all the furniture here, it doesn't look like a showroom, it looks more like you're lounging yourselves. Please do not touch. I'm so stupid, I absolutely would have done it. Just waiting to see if anything comes. There's a locker over here we can use. Carter Caterpillar. But it's all the same. It's not like Poppy Playtime. Ooh, but this is... Never mind. You literally said press to talk. There's a lot of ways we can go. Well, here, not yet. Your eyes, man. It's the eyes that stand out so much. What I'm seeing here is a room packed to the gills with threats, a whole lot of narrow spaces in between the furniture to evade them, and a whole bunch of lockers and distractions. Okay, can't get out that way. Where did I see... Right over here. Nope, can't use that either, but this is yet another hub. In fact, that will be pretty much the end from the look of it. Right here is the door I could open. You, one of those cleaning bots we heard about. Is that a bow tie, or is that your security clearance? Look at you sweeping into your little dustpan. Place invented Roombas, but I imagine it was quite a while before that. There's an inventoryatron here. Okay, we cannot get the crank back. Oh, hey. You're screwing up the works. Did somebody place you there out of necessity trying to stop this lift, or did you end up there by mistake, maybe chasing somebody around? Oh, hey, Mrs. Helpful. We heard about you.
Error. This elevator is out of service. Thank you for your patience.
Wow.
Welcome. Enjoy a short ride on this reliably safe elevator to access the MCM showrooms.
Wait, so even your blue screen readouts have to be an animatronic that can karate chop your brains out? Seriously, if the Mimic really wanted to take me out, all it would have to do is possess this thing and grab me by the head and squeeze. Although I guess it actually probably can't get to everything. It would need to be something, it would need to be a suit that it can climb inside, right? Actually, what that means is that what we saw inside Jackie's destroyed face may have been part of what it looks like. Use that. I'm not gonna allow that. We can crawl into the wall back here. What about this computer? We can check our location on the map. Yeah, we've got no new logs. That's cool. It'll highlight areas we've been. So that's really useful. You know, I do like this in games. This is something I really enjoy, is how when there's the opportunity to return to certain areas, it gives you a sense that this is a real place that had some utility and not just levels in a video game. It also means that you can play with the player's sort of experience by having us remix different locations in a different way. Not only that, but you're able to mess with our expectations. I mean, when we got back to that main floor that we entered from, I was primed to expect an elephant. So we can't climb through here until that thing is moved again, huh? Okay, I'm moving the mouse. We can sort of move back and forth on you, but it's not resulting in pulling you out. So how does one do that? There's also more mail and a secret in there. And the ceilings collapse, no doubt our way in. Ah, but look at that. We can choose different levels of security.
Security personnel, please help with client relations until the elevator repair is complete.
This is pretty neat. So there's reason to even backtrack to these stations. Something tells me you'll get more honest with each security level.
Attention! Elevator maintenance is required. Refer to the repair cassette for instructions. The
Okay.
repair cassette is conveniently located on the second floor balcony. Please enter the following code to retrieve the repair cassette. 0158.
Okay, 0158. Oh my god, yep. That's what I thought. If I can't see you, you're next to me. Oh, it's the elephant again. Conveniently located on the second floor balcony. I don't think so. God, where up here in all this clutter? Actually, is that it over there? 0, 1, 5, 8. I hear you out there. Thank you. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. That. Oh, don't stop running. And out we go. Don't spot me, don't spot me, don't spot me, don't spot me. Nope! I heard you running. You saw me at the last second there. Oh my god. Okay. Wow, that was framed up perfectly in the locker, wondering, what do I do? How am I ever gonna find it in here? And then being able to see it right through the slat. Okay, so we've got this thing now.
Hello, employee. If you're listening to this tape, the elevator has once again stopped working. Hopefully, anyone trapped inside is able to climb out between floors. If not, tell them not to worry and to lie flat on their backs and grab the side walls until repairs are finished. Please follow these simple instructions to reset the elevator. First, open the Repair-matic box. Oh, it may already be open, but if it isn't, then do that. Next, turn the power off.
Okie dokie.
Once the elevator is off, remove any obstructions from the exposed machinery.
Oh yeah, that probably would have been better than what I was trying to
It would also
do.
be a good time to ask the passengers if they have any messages for their loved ones, just in case. And if all goes well, this is an opportunity to reflect and appreciate the people in their lives who matter most. Oh, right. Where was I?
Are you sure this is a repair manual?
Oh, yeah. If you need to hear the instruction again, push the replay button on the tape recorder.
Okay, so we'll remove the obstruction and restart the euthanasia elevator.
When the machinery is clear of debris, rotate the hand crank clockwise to raise the elevator. Push the green button to open the hatch.
Okay.
You are now safe to get under the elevator. Oh, there's a note here. If the elevator is out of alignment, adjust the thing that balances it. That's what it says. Oops, hold up. I almost forgot. Make sure the emergency brake is on before attempting any repair.
Okay, that sounds important. So emergency brake is off. Let's put that on.
To realign the elevator, use the sliders to rebalance the load weight alignment, doohickey. And please, bear in mind, if anything does go wrong, we want you to know that it's not your fault. It's another one of life's speed bumps.
Poor choice of words.
Bring you down and think of it as a learning experience.
For my reincarnation?
We love you.
You know, I was pretty critical of the dialogue earlier, and to an extent I still am, simply because I do feel like this could work, taking itself a little more seriously. But you can't deny it's got its charm. Okay, so 1. That goes to here. Ah. So much for the emergency brake, huh?
You are now safe to get under the elevator.
That instantly killed me.
Oh.
I didn't even get to mess with it. What was...
The elevator is out of alignment. To realign the elevator,
brake on.
use the sliders to rebalance
Wait, okay, so
the
wait.
load weight alignment.
These are their own thing.
And please, bear in mind, if anything does go
Yeah,
wrong,
yeah.
we want you to know that it's not your
That's
fault.
to there, no. It's got a little bit of momentum to it.
Another
There.
one of life's speed bumps. Don't let it bring you down.
There.
And think of it as
And you all the way to the top.
experience.
So now,
We love you.
do I need to...
Now that I assume you are done with the alignment, use the diagnosis and repair function. Input the following code using the buttons. 1, 4, 2, 3.
Okay, 1, 4, 2, 3. Follow those cables. 1, 4, 2, and that just leaves 3. If I can get unstuck from the corner.
Now, disengage the emergency brake and back out carefully.
Huh. Well, ain't that something?
Close the hatch. Reset the crank. Turn on the power, and you are done.
Hey, we made it to the end of the tape. So, all that so we can now crawl over it. Hey, I am curious, though. Oh, the head is gone. I was gonna say, I wonder if we can keep it as a collectible. Not gonna lie, I almost expected it to start rocketing upward. So, crawling around in the ceiling, we should be able to get to the other side of that locked gate. There's a crank, which we use right here. We're gonna want to bring this mail back to the computer. And of course get you. Huh, a Chica mug. Alright, leave you for now. Is something gonna intercept us on the way back? Wouldn't be surprised. Okay, you in. Party time Chica vacuum cup. Now, as for the logs, this one seems like it's corrupted. I hope this message reaches someone. There's something outside. I have no idea what it wants, but I can still hear Thompson's screams. I didn't sign up for this. You hidden here. This isn't just something that's recently started. Something tells me that this thing has always been moving around in here. You've always known. And it's just now that you decided to claim it. I really love this idea, by the way. The idea that this place is essentially abandoned, not because this place went out of business, but because it's a prison for something that they couldn't kill, but that they knew wouldn't leave. Just seal it off and let it roam here forever. I still can't wait to learn this secret of the mimic, but I think we're almost done here. What they said was that it was exposed to violence and then it copied that behavior, but well, that sounds really similar to how the animatronics were described in the first game, and as we found out, there was more to it than that. Hello, little guy. You'll actually look up at me. You're either my best friend or potentially my worst enemy in the 11th hour. I mean, you look like the kind of thing that appears in the rearview mirror as soon as I drive out of here. I'm just trying to predict where this is going. Okay. Don't seem to still be out here. Let's go. No shaking of elevator, no kidding. Here we are. Hey, these guards are unmasked, and somehow I don't feel any better knowing that they're clowns. I'm really loving this game so far. The puzzles are cool and engaging, the chases are insane, and I like how it's not banking on the recognition and the nostalgia for the original Five Nights at Freddy's characters. There are references here and there, it's very clearly set in the same world. But that's what it is, it's in the same world. It feels like somebody took the idea of Five Nights at Freddy's and decided to reinvent it without retconning, without having to completely reboot the thing. And I like how it meshes its tone so well. I mean, I was saying that the dialogue feels almost comedic, almost Portal 2 style, but that doesn't do anything to detract from the scares. Every inch of this is packed in cool imagery and original assets. Like, they really worked on this thing, and I can't wait to explore this place further. I even feel like it's different enough that if you are like a veteran of the franchise, you might have a little bit more of an idea what's going on, but there's still mystery for you. But there's definitely a lot of mystery for me, and I can't wait to start solving it. Until then, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. I love my little robot buddy. Oh look, he's coming for pets.